Good morning and welcome back to the Now Morning Show, where it is Tobago Thursday. And as thousands across the country get ready to tackle the SEA exam today, another generation prepares to represent the youth in CARICOM. CARICOM Youth Ambassador and founder and president of the Tobago Students Association, Luke James Trim, joins us on the Now Morning Show to tell us about the Tobago Students Association. Mr. James Trim, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. Good morning, Trinidad. Good morning to my Tobago people. I'm so excited to be here.
Glad to have you, because when we talk about students being on the forefront of anything, it is a beautiful time to be alive, a beautiful time to be inspired even. And I must ask then, what helped you to decide to create this association, and what exactly is the function of the Tobago Students Association?
So the Tobago Students Association came about last semester. During our first week, it was a guild event, and every island had a tent to display their culture, their identity, and what makes the island unique. And I remember I was walking with our Tobago Affairs officer, Ms. Shani Campbell, and we made about 4 laps around the quadrangle, and we saw that there was nothing there for Tobago. Every island had something except Tobago. So after having conversations with past students and current students, it came to my understanding that for years at the university level, many students didn't have that platform. Tobagonian students, we didn't have that platform to really showcase our culture and identity, which really defeats the purpose of Trinidad and Tobago being a unitary state. So I had a decision: do I let it pass? Do I close my mouth? Do I close my eyes? But I like to fix problems. So I said, you know what? We're going to start our own students association.
I like that you like to fix problems. That's what we need.
Yes.
And I imagine that's part of the drive that, helped you to decide to be part of CARICOM as well.
Yes, correct.
Give me a little bit of a distinction as a youth ambassador, your function therein, and tell me how it intersects with the Tobago Students Association as well.
All right. So currently, as CARICOM Youth Ambassador, my fellow ambassador, Ms. Samantha Rampasad, and I, we lead diplomatic efforts that help to shape regional, national, and international policy, if it's through strategic relationship building with other countries, governmental organizations, and even non-governmental groups. And most importantly, ensuring that regional integration is achieved in the best way possible. Because when you hear CARICOM, that and regional integration goes hand in hand. So when we think about the Tobago Students Association, that was my opportunity to now get Tobago into the regional integrated pool to ensure that people understand what Tobago is all about, and by extent what Trinidad and Tobago is all about.
Right. Now, the association has functions, and so tell me a little bit about some of the services being offered. What you mentioned strongly is making sure that Tobagonians are represented in the student body. So what does that look like?
So the main goal of the association is to really ensure that Tobagonian students at the university level have that platform where we can come together, have that sense of community, and have that cultural exchange between the islands. If you visit our St. Augustine campus or even the Sir Arthur Lewis Hall where we stay, it's a regional population. So every weekend you will see the associations like Guyana, Barbados, they will have some type of event to educate us of what the island is all about. So that's the main goal of the association. Now, last semester I would have had some conversations with our Chief Secretary, Mr. Farley Augustine. So very soon, university students from Tobago, we can expect to have priority travel when it comes to the inter-island, because it's always a problem for part-time students, especially to get a flight, to get a boat ticket. We are also working towards how we can offer some assistance when it comes to grocery items, because we know that it poses a financial strain on parents and students. And lastly, we really want Tobagonians to not feel left out, because for too long they felt left out. So with this association, this is just an opportunity where we can also identify a problem, but also be the solution. We want young people to be change makers, because I always like to tell people it's good to rant about a problem, but the real work begins when you really come together, you strategize and fix the problem.
Oh, I love it, because you know we like to quarrel. Trinbagonians, Tobago, Trinidad, doesn't matter. I like that we're looking at solutions, and I want you to extend those solutions beyond the students, because if you're talking about priority travel, we might need it for the region. Wave your CARICOM flag there. I want to ask what future endeavors then you are looking forward to tackling, because it seems like that's the energy that you're facing it head on. What can we look forward to from Mr. Luke Trim in the future?
So in the future, we are really working towards, firstly, we want to bring Tobago's culture right here in Trinidad. So we have been in conversations about having a Tobago harvest right here in Trinidad, probably with the university students, because as a university student, food is probably, that is our currency. So we want to bring that culture here, have the islands know what it is to just walk around in Tobago, walk in some stranger's house and get a big plate of food, unlimited drinks. We want to give that to them because that is probably one of our main Tobago identity that you don't really see in the other islands.
Okay, I'm coming next week.
Yes, and also as an ambassador, we really want to push that agenda for policy and advocacy. We want young people to be outspoken. We want them to be at the forefront of national development. So next month, I am expected to be in St. Lucia to attend a workshop where policy and advocacy is concerned, and I want to take whatever I learn and bring it right back here to Trinidad and Tobago. And lastly, Samantha and I, we just want to create an environment where no young person feel left behind. We really want them to just, thrive as a young person, to contribute to their communities, and that is what we are working towards as ambassadors.
Well, I look forward to your future because the endeavors that you are about to embark on benefit not just the youth, not just the Tobago Students Association, but us all.
Yes.
So thank you very much for picking up the mantle.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us this morning and continue your work of Mr. Luke James Shrim, the ambassador, or to the youth rather, the CARICOM Youth Ambassador, and of course founder of the Tobago Students Association, the president as well. Looking forward to the great things you will do soon.
Thank you very much.
We take a break and come back with more action here on your Tobago Thursday edition of the Now Morning Show.
Every flower want to meet the sun.